There is something most people never think to ask when they pick up a supplement bottle. Not what it promises on the front label. Not the bold claims. Not the before and after marketing language. The real question is what is actually inside, because two products can look almost identical on a shelf. Same size bottle. Similar claims, similar price range, and yet what is inside one of those bottles can be completely different from what is inside the other. And for your ears, your brain, and your nervous system, that difference matters more than most people realize. Let's talk about what is really happening inside most hearing support supplements, and why what goes into a formula may be just as important as what the formula is supposed to do. Here's where the problem usually starts. The supplement industry is large, and like any large industry, it has two very different ends of the spectrum. On one end, you have formulas built around research-backed natural ingredients. Botanical extracts, compounds studied for their role in supporting circulation, reducing oxidative stress, and promoting cellular resilience in auditory tissue. On the other end, you have products built around something else entirely. Low-cost artificial fillers, synthetic binders, unnecessary additives that exist not to support your health, but to reduce production costs and extend shelf life. The challenge is that from the outside, these two types of products can look almost the same, and here is what most people do not realize. When you consume a supplement filled with artificial fillers and low-quality binders, your body still has to process those compounds. Your digestive system, your liver, your cellular environment, they all interact with everything that enters your body. For a system as sensitive as your auditory nerve network, that matters. Your inner ear contains some of the most delicate and metabolically active tissue in your entire body. The hair cells inside your cochlea, tiny sensory cells, responsible for translating sound vibrations into signals your brain can interpret, are highly sensitive to their biochemical environment, oxidative stress, poor circulation, nutritional deficiency, toxic load. These are not abstract concepts. They are real pressures that affect how those cells function over time. By the way, tell me in the comments where you are watching from, and if you have ever looked at a supplement label and wondered what half of those ingredients actually were. I would love to hear your experience. Now back to what is really going on inside most of these formulas. When researchers study the factors that affect auditory health over time, a few consistent themes emerge. One of them is oxidative damage. The inner ear is extraordinarily active from a metabolic standpoint. It requires constant energy, constant oxygen delivery, and constant protection against the cellular byproducts of that energy production. Free radicals, unstable molecules produced during normal metabolic activity, accumulate in auditory tissue over time. When the body's natural antioxidant defenses are not keeping pace, that accumulation begins to affect cellular function. This is not a fringe theory. It is one of the more consistent findings in auditory research over the past 2 decades. The second theme is circulation. Blood flow to the cochlea is delivered through a single artery with no collateral circulation. That makes it uniquely vulnerable. When circulation is compromised, even slightly, the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the inner ear becomes unreliable. And here is where it gets interesting. Certain natural botanical compounds have been studied specifically for their potential to support antioxidant activity, promote healthy circulation, and create a more favorable environment for auditory nerve function. Compounds like ginkgo biloba, associated with circulatory support and neuroprotection. Magnesium, shown in research contexts to play a role in acoustic stress and cellular defense. Alpha-lipoic acid, studied for its antioxidant properties in neural tissue. Zinc, connected to immune function, and cellular repair in cochlear tissue. These are ingredients with documented research backgrounds. Ingredients studied not as marketing language, but in controlled scientific contexts. Now compare that to a formula built around cheap synthetic binders, artificial colorants, talc-based fillers, and ingredients whose primary function is to hold a pill together and reduce cost per unit. The contrast is significant, and the question becomes, when you are choosing a supplement intended to support your hearing clarity, your cognitive focus, and your nervous system wellness, which category of formula do you actually want in your body? This is where the distinction between natural ingredient formulas and artificial filler-heavy products becomes practically relevant. A well-formulated natural support option for hearing clarity should include ingredients studied for their role in antioxidant defense, circulation support, nervous system health, and cellular resilience. It should be transparent about what is inside, and it should contain a minimal number of unnecessary fillers or synthetic additives. That is not an impossible standard, but it is a standard worth holding if you are looking for a natural hearing support option that reflects these principles. One formulated with research-referenced botanical and nutritional ingredients rather than low-cost artificial fillers. There is a recommendation in the pinned first comment below this video. Take a moment to check it out and see whether it aligns with what you are looking for. Understanding what goes into your body is not paranoia. It is clarity. The auditory system you are trying to support is one of the most sophisticated biological structures in the human body. It converts mechanical vibration into electrochemical signals. It does this continuously across an extraordinary range of frequencies with remarkable precision. That system deserves quality, not clever marketing, not artificial bulk, not fillers masquerading as support. Your ears have been working for you since the moment you were born. The least you can offer in return is honesty about what you put inside your body in the name of supporting them. The next time you read a label, go past the front. Look at the full ingredient list. Ask whether what you are seeing is there to support your biology or simply to fill a capsule at the lowest possible cost. That single habit of attention could be one of the most meaningful things you do for your long-term hearing wellness. Stay informed, stay intentional, and we will see you in the next one.